Gentlemen, good to see you again. Thank you so much for your time.
What's up?
Hello,
Thanks for
Peter.
having me here.
Yeah. Spencer, I just want to kind of start. I mean, I think it's really like fun, like it's interesting because a show like this where it's just toxicity and toxic characters, and you're kind of like that one person who's like a nice guy in a lot of ways sometimes. You know what I mean? I feel like it's elevated more this season. What's that like kind of reading a lot of that for season two and seeing that kind of translate on screen? Like, do you notice that he comes like it stands out more that he's a nice guy in season two?
Well, I always thought he wasn't that bad of a guy. But then when the show came out, everyone that I ran into who watched the show, many of them thought differently. But yeah, no. But yeah, and I think he kind of, I think he's a good dude at heart. And I think in season two that kind of grows from season one. So yeah.
Absolutely.
Did I answer your question?
100%. You nailed it. You hit it out of the park. You're wearing a Texas Rangers hat. You hit a home run.
Yep.
Maybe not a home run, maybe a really decent double. How about
Yeah, there we go. There we go. We don't want to get carried away.
that?
Yeah.
Branden, good to see you again, man.
Yeah, how you doing, man?
Season twos are pretty cool because it's like, you played this character for one season, right? Like season one, you were introduced to this character. You've never played him before. What's that like for you returning for season two? Do you understand this character? Are you still learning this character? I'm curious about that.
Yeah, I mean, you learn new things obviously because you have new scripts and you learn how that goes into everything that you knew before. But I feel like I was a lot more comfortable coming in this time, and everything, even filming, I felt a lot more relaxed and stuff like that. And so yeah, it was great to come back to a character that I already felt like I knew really well.
Yeah, totally. Thomas, it's good to see you again, man. I feel like last time we spoke, that was I can't keep track of time anymore. But we spoke for the invitation, but I feel like it was a while
Fucking
ago.
hell, that was years ago.
I know. Return like Brandon talked about returning. I mean, you're kind of. I remember when the release was that you were joining this season, and you're so good in this, man. Congratulations. What is that like from an acting storyteller perspective? Like joining a show like this, like specifically, like did it feel like you were just kind of like thrown in because like your character just is like he fits right at home with a lot of the toxicity we saw in season one, right? So I'm just curious about that from an acting perspective. What's like joining Tell Me Lies?
Yeah, I mean, whenever you kind of join an already established cast, it is quite intimidating. And then obviously Spencer will haze you and stuff. But apart from nah, it was amazing. I mean, they were so like lovely, so welcoming, and I think everyone was very just focused on the work as well, you know. And so yeah, it was great, and I was welcomed with open arms, and it was cool. I mean, and as well, like as acting. You kind of I have to tune in quite quickly to the tone and stuff.
Yeah.
But I worked a lot with Grace, um, and so I kind of found it relatively quickly. And Megan's amazing showrunner, so yeah,
For
it
sure.
wasn't after the first meeting of everyone. I was like, oh, this is chill.
And I kind of want to ask you all this, but we'll go around the horn. All of a sudden, I'm just thinking of baseball, Spencer.
Sure.
I want to ask you all this because, like, watching this show, like, I'm just kind of like leaning in, edge of my seat the whole time, right? Like, especially like the Thanksgiving episode, like, you're just playing a game. But I'm kind of like, what is going to happen next? Like, I'm like on the edge of my seat. Spencer, are you ever conscious of the audience member watching Tell Me Lies while you make it? Or does that kind of happen after you wrap? I feel like as an actor, you try not to, but I feel like it's hard at times. You ever think about like audience reactions?
Not when you're at work. I feel like that'd be a nightmare.
No,
I
absolutely.
feel like
Brandon,
yeah,
you
I
try
feel no,
not to.
it would stress me out at work. Like, how's the audience gonna
Yeah.
think about that? Because
Brandon, you
then
try not to though, right?
yeah, try not to, because then it'll make me watch myself, and if you watch yourself, you're not very good.
No.
So
Yeah.
yeah,
Mhm.
Yeah.
yeah, but
Right.
yeah,
And you make bad choices as well because you make choices based on someone else's opinion of what you think it will be, and so then you're not really being true to the
yeah,
writing or to the character.
Yeah. No, absolutely. I
yeah.
sometimes I'll get like the answer of like it like because I don't think anyone like I think everyone's like agrees with all of you. Like you don't, right? But sometimes depending on the material, maybe it does happen, but like you try not to. So I was just wondering about that. But honestly, you're so good. Congratulations to all of you. Like so good in this. Can't wait for people to see this. I didn't know if it was possible, but the toxicity and the tension was was elevated in season 2, which is crazy. But I can't wait for people to see season 2 of Tummy Lies on Hulu. Thank you all so much for your time. It was good seeing you all again.
Thanks, Peter.
Thank you, Peter. Pleasure, lad.
Thank you for tuning in to Popternative. Make sure to check out our past episodes of Popternative on YouTube.
This has been an Autograph Communications production.